Let's talk about creating a table of values now. Before we do that, I'd like us to recall our exponents. So what's the difference between these four questions? 3 squared, 3 bracket squared, -3 in a bracket squared, and -3 squared without a bracket. Now, two rules that I want us to remember. Recall that the exponent by definition means we're going to multiply by the base by itself exponent number of times. The second thing is that the exponent is only applied to the number or the term directly in front of it. Now, our first question, 3 squared, that's pretty straightforward. It's equivalent to 3 times 3, which equals 9. The next one, we've written it differently. The base is still 3, so we have 3 times 3. That's also 9. Our third question, -3 squared, that's -3 times -3. And this is because our base is -3. Now our last question with the negative on the outside without a bracket, it would mean that we have a -1 times 3 squared. That means I have -1 times 3 times 3, and it would simplify to -9. Now let's take some of this knowledge and we're going to apply that to our table of values. I've created a table where we're going to create for y is equal to x squared. For the sake of this activity, I'm giving you the x values. Now, when we substitute it in, the x is the entire base. So I have -3 squared is equal to 9. -2 squared equals 4. -1 squared equals 1. 0 squared is equal to 0. 1 squared is equal to 1. 2 squared is equal to 4. And 3 squared is equal to 9. Now, in my third column, I'm just going to put the x and y together to get my coordinate. So I have -3 and 9, -2, 4, -1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 4, and 3, 9. I'm putting up my graph so that I can plot the values. Remember, we're starting at 0 and we're plotting it based on our x value and then our y value. So our first one, -3, 9, and we have -2, 4, -1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 4, and 3, 9. When we connect all the dots with a curved line, we get a parabola. And we're going to put arrows at the end of the parabola to show that the parabola continues, even though I'm not drawing it. Now let's do another table. This time we have y is equal to -x squared. Based on our exponent rules, the x is the only base. The negative means I'm taking a -1 and multiplying it with x squared after I've done the exponent. So let's do the same thing. Now we have negative times -3 squared. That gives us -9. We have negative times -2 squared. That's equal to -4. -1 times -1 squared is -1. 0 squared is 0. Negative bracket 1 squared is -1. -2 squared is -4. And -3 squared is equal to -9. Now I'm going to put all of our points on. And I draw it, and we have our parabola.